Prep Monday. She's back with a mini Meal Prep Monday today because I have just a couple of things that I want to prep, but this is how I set myself up for success in the beginning of my week. Normally, I do chicken thighs on my channel. If you've been a subscriber for a while, you already know the grilled chicken thighs are like a staple in this household. However, I recently did this little reel of chicken breast chicken nuggets because I'm not really a fan of regular chicken breast by itself. But then I was like, what if I did this with the chicken thighs, or at least half of them? Because then you could have half of the week your regular grilled chicken thighs, and then you can use the other half of the package for chicken nuggets and kind of switch it up throughout the week so you don't have to have two different meats entirely. So if you're in the mood to just cook a little bit with me, hang out, that's what today's video is. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get to cooking. That was so lame. Let's get to cooking. I'm hungry. Dredging the chicken in the egg mixture, I'm just using Progresso Italian breadcrumbs. You can use whatever breadcrumbs you want. You could even be super fancy and make your own, but I'm about the lazy lifestyle. So then we're just going to take the chicken. I like to just shake it up in the breadcrumb mixture, let it sit for a second, make sure they're all fully coated, and then we're going to put it in the air fryer at 375 for like 7 to 9 minutes. Just depends on how crispy you want them. And then at the end, like the last 2 minutes, I bump it up to 400 to make sure it's extra crispy. 400 is the highest that my air fryer goes. My old one used to go up to 450, and if I had a 450, I would do that for maybe just like 1 minute. I'm taking the Trader Joe's Pepita salsa. This is literally my favorite salsa of all time, and it makes a really, really good marinade for the chicken. And if you just don't feel like cooking two different meats, like I don't really feel like cooking ground beef today and I'm just gonna eat chicken for the next couple days, this just kind of helps break up the monotony of eating like the same exact thing every day. But I will say, when it comes to meal prepping in general, if you don't have a ton of time, my personal suggestion is to stick to things that you know you absolutely love and can eat for multiple days. You can have a meal prep day maybe like once a month where you try new recipes, or like you plan to have different meals on your less busy weeks or something like that. But when it comes to people who are short on time, like they just don't have a lot of desire to meal prep, I say just stick with the basics, stick with things that you know you're gonna eat that won't go bad in your fridge because, you know, like maybe you tried a new recipe and it was too much and you ended up not liking it, you know? So I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge overnight, and then I'm also going to start boiling some water for the protein pasta, and I'm gonna get the pan ready because I'm gonna make arepas. For this video. It looks cute, but it's going up. It's around the pan. Pasta is boiling. I need to take a quick break. Crooked here. I'll just snack on some while I'm cooking. Hold on. Look at this. Crispy deliciousness. I honestly wish I had ranch. I swear to you, these are better than Chick-fil-A nuggets. I swear. Oh my God, so good. Chicken thighs as the pieces, just so much better. Okay. Okay, I'm putting the rest of the chicken in a clear glass Tupperware. We're gonna let that sit with the lid off. Make sure that you do not cover your cooked meats as soon as you're done cooking them. Let them come to room temperature before you put them away. And we're gonna put some broccoli in the air fryer. Okay, I'm not doing anything fancy. This is just a regular bag of broccoli. Will say though that I think I've perfected this in this specific air fryer. You're gonna want to at least roast it in the air fryer first. Because if you just try to air fry raw broccoli, in my opinion, it gets way too crispy. You have to pretty much drown it in oil if you want it to get any type of like nice consistency. So what I'm gonna do instead is spray it with coconut oil, a little bit of salt, a little Parmesan, and then we're gonna bake it, or I think in this it's roast. Yeah, I'm gonna roast for 350 first for like 10 to 12 minutes. Check on them, then we're gonna flip it to air fry it so it gets that crisp. These have been on the pan for maybe like 7 to 8 minutes, and that one's not really done. You want it to have this type of like crust to it. A little bit burnt-ish, but not really. That one's a little light. So I'm gonna give them just a couple more minutes. Okay, broccoli is done. I wanna show you how I prefer my broccoli. So it's got kind of like this super light, listen. Like I said, you can't get that if you just air fry it raw. Now, I also forgot to mention, after you've done both sides of the arepas, I put them in the oven at 400 just to kind of make sure the inside is fully done. Oh, look at my spooky oven mitt. Okay, and this is what they look like. Now, before I take them, I'm going to my little container, and we're going to weigh out the total amount. If you haven't seen my video on this, I'll link it, basically showing you how to create a recipe in MyFitnessPal without having to do servings, because technically speaking, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 individuals, so I could put the serving size as 9. But if you have a difference in the sizes of each portion, that can be really difficult. Or if you've made like something like a casserole and like one day you want a small piece and the next day you want a big piece. So instead, this is how I make sure that that is accurate. And the total amount is 363. So I'm gonna put that in MyFitnessPal, 363. And this is what they look like coming out of the oven. You can put some butter on these if you want, but oh my gosh, they're hot. Ow, ow, look at the inside. Ow! Hold on. Oh my God. So in all under an hour, I got chicken nuggies. Chicken thighs are in the fridge marinating for tomorrow. I'll probably air fry them. Broccoli, arepas, protein pasta, and honestly, these are my staples. I make breakfast fresh every morning. If you don't do that, you can obviously prep your breakfast as well. You can do like some overnight oats with Greek yogurt. You can do egg white muffin tins. I used to make those all the time back when I worked in a law firm. And yeah, I just do what works for me. Very simple, easy. I don't like to spend hours in the kitchen meal prepping. I don't like to do elaborate meals. Keep it super, super simple. And that's how I set myself up for success for the week. So I hope that this helped you in your little meal prep journey. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe, you already know, and I'll see you in my next video.